Fam Jam. Welcome to the Fam Jam here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame virtual this year. My name's Joe Butler here at the Rock Hall myself, but I'm so glad to have all of you joining us out there on the stream today. We want to give a big thank you to the John P. Murphy Foundation, who is presenting this virtual Fam Jam for you today. And we want to thank our great partners in this Fam Jam today. We're going to see some great performances from Ed over at the Beck Center for the Arts. We're going to hear a great reading from Anisha with the Cleveland Public Library. And we're going to see a great craft video from my friend Kelsey at the Children's Museum of Cleveland today. So we're so grateful to have all of them joining us and grateful for you all. We're going to hang out today. We're going to play some music. We're going to sing along. Hopefully you can dance along at home, and we're going to do some crafts. So we're going to have just a great time this morning. Hopefully you're there with your family watching at home, and you're excited to just jam out, rock out, and have a good time today on this otherwise beautiful Saturday morning here in Northeast Ohio. So again, my name is Joe. I'm the manager of education programs here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I get to always do all kinds of great teaching and learning and singing and playing with everybody like we're going to do today. But first, to get us started on our day, I want to bring in my friend Ed, who's over at the Beck Center for the Arts over in Lakewood, Ohio. And he's got some music for us today. Good morning, Ed.
Hey, good morning, Joe. How's it going today?
It's going great, man. It's great to see you and great to hear from you. So, Ed, what are you going to play for us today?
You know, we're going to do a little warming up with some ABCs for our younger folks. And then we're going to talk a little Rock Hall inductees, because I've got a couple favorites I got to share. And then we might be doing a little dancing just to kick us off today. How's that sound to you?
That sounds awesome, Ed. Take it away.
Okie doke. All right, everybody. Thank you for being with us today at the virtual Fam Jam. I'm glad to be with you from the Beck Center, which is on Cleveland's west side. So we're going to start out with a little ABCs to get our voices warmed up. Let me hear you belt it from miles away. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? I'm going to reach over here, grab one of my picks, because if we're doing Fam Jam, we got to get those hands clapping. One of my favorite bands, Cowboy Mouth from New Orleans, Louisiana, and their drummer Fred always says, give me some rhythm. Give me some rhythm, so get those hands clapping. Let's do our best rock and roll ABCs. Are you with me here, Fam Jammers? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? Always got to end with a big finish, Fan Jammers. All right, so Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, fabulous place to hang out and learn about culture and music and all sorts of things that happened during our times, early influences, inductees, things like that. So I want to share with you a few of my favorite inductees. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. One of the more recent inductees, Green Day, one of my favorite bands of all time. Got to see them at the induction ceremony. Of course, there's Bruce Springsteen. And one of the great sections of the Rock Hall is they've been inducting singles. So singles being songs that have made a big influence, really impactful pieces. So today we're going to do one of those songs, and it's The Twist by Chubby Checker. So here's what you got to do. I know I'm going to butt back way up here. Everyone put one foot out, so you can do like that with your leg. Put your arms up to the side, so we can do a little bit of twisting. I'm going to sing and play. You're going to do the dance. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Get those hips going. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Take her by my little hand and go like this. Hands way up in the air like you're in a big rock and roll show. go. Come on, baby. Wave those hands up high. Way, way up high. Come on, baby. Hands up, way up high. Take me by my little hand. Playing way up high. I would like you to get your guitar. Strum your guitar just like me. Strum it like Jimi Hendrix or Woody Guthrie. It'd be cool if we could strum it like Prince. Here we go. Come on, baby. Strum your guitar. Come on, baby. Strum your guitar. Take me by my little hand. Strumming your guitar. All right, moms and dads, those kids. We've all been inside a lot, so we need to do some jump. Throw those hands up, jump as high as you can. Here we go. Come on, baby. Jumping up and down. Come on, baby. Jumping up and down. Take me by my little hand. Jumping up and down. Ooh, who isn't listening that time? How about two more? Let's go a circle. Come on, baby. Turning in a circle. Come on, baby. Turning in a circle. Take me by my little hand. Turning in a circle. All right. Last one. Everybody take a big breath. Get those feet out, 1 foot out front, arms up. See everybody twisting. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Last time, let's do it. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. And everyone put one hand up, give yourselves a big, gigantic bow. Very nice twisting. Way to go. Round of applause for all of our dancers out there in Fam Jam Land. Joe, how do we do so far to kick us off?
That was great. I was definitely moving and grooving myself over here. So thanks, Ed, for sharing those songs.
You betcha. I can just see you dancing down there in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous.
Well, thanks, Ed. And we're going to hear more from Ed a little later today. So we're excited to get back to him a little later. But now I'm excited to help you all, hopefully at home, maybe get a little craft going today. We got a craft from our friends over at the Cleveland Children's Museum. And they are going to show us today how to make your own harmonica at home. So actually, if you go to our online resource platform, Rock Hall EDU, edu.rockhall.com, you can search for the instructions for making a harmonica, and you can sign up for free to use that platform where we have this and many other activities. So you can see here kind of what you need, and you can refer to this maybe later if you want to do it at home. But what I will say is you will want to go ahead and watch my friend Kelsey show you how to put that harmonica together. So once you have those supplies at home together, you can see her tell you right now, and you can also check this video out later today on Rock Hall EDU at your convenience. So Kelsey, how would we make a harmonica? Please let us know.
Hello friends from the Children's Museum of Cleveland. We're so excited to be part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's Fam Jam and show you a quick way that you can make an instrument with things around your house and that you can jam with your family at home. So for today's video, we're going to be making a harmonica using some straws and rubber bands, and it makes a pretty cool sound. So we're going to show you how you can make this yourself. Okay friends, we're going to build our harmonica using a few things that you probably have around the house. I have some regular straws, a pair of scissors, 2 popsicle sticks, mine are jumbo, but yours could be a smaller size, and some rubber bands. You're gonna need at least 3 rubber bands, so I have 1 extra here. And now we're gonna build our harmonica together. Your harmonica, you're ready to jam with your family at home. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Kelsey. That's really great. So yeah, I know that often I have those kind of craft supplies laying around at home. So hopefully you and your family can gather those things and make your own harmonica band. So what I'd like to do now is actually take some time and talk to you about musical instruments. So right there, we just saw Kelsey making a musical instrument that you can make at home, but there's all kinds of music instruments in the world, which is what makes music so fun. There's all kinds of different ways to make music with different instruments. The harmonica, as you see, is actually what we would consider a wind instrument, because in order to make it make sound, you have to use your breath, right, which is wind, essentially, very small wind, that you create by squeezing your diaphragm and pushing air out of your lungs through your mouth, and in that case, through the harmonica. And in her harmonica, she has a rubber band, and that rubber band is stretched. And when the wind flows over it, that rubber band starts to wiggle and vibrate and move. And one of the key things to making sound, and especially music, is to get things vibrating. And so what I want to talk about today, though, is actually a different family of instruments called the keyboard family. And the keyboard family is one of my favorites because there's so many different kinds of keyboard family instruments, but they're also very broadly used in all kinds of music. And the key thing to full-blown keyboard instruments like the piano is that they have these metal strings inside of them. So if you've ever seen a big piano, that piano is so big because there's these long strings wrapped in wires inside. And the goal is that anytime you hit any of the white or black keys on the front of that piano, you have this little hammer, just like you would take a hammer to a nail and you'd hit it. That hammer inside of the piano hits that string and it starts to vibrate. So if you're at home, I want you to take your arm like this. And I want you to take it, I want you to wiggle it back and forth. Oh, as fast as you can. Just keep wiggling it, wiggling it, wiggling it. And you should feel, like I'm feeling right here, that as you move your hand back and forth really fast, you start to feel a breeze hitting your face maybe. Hopefully you keep your arm away from your head, but you can still feel the wind. And that's the key to sound with keyboard instruments, that you take and you hit something and make it vibrate, and then that vibration travels all the way through the air into your ears. Now, I want to demonstrate what a piano sounds like, and I have a different kind of keyboard instrument, though. I have a electronic keyboard. So instead of using a hammer that hits a physical string, this machine, this computer really, uses electricity to make the sound that you hear at home, like this. Now, I still have my keyboard. That's one of the key parts to any keyboard instrument. You have all of these white and black keys laid out across, and each one represents a different note. So in the case of this electronic keyboard, every time I hit a key, we hear a note. And if I hit another one, it's different. And you actually can hit, with a lot of keyboard instruments, multiple notes at the same time, like this. And that has a very nice tone, and that's called a chord. And chords are made up of several notes played together. So right here we have one, and another one. And so when musicians and keyboard players are writing music, they're trying to link together and put together all kinds of chords that sound really good together. Because different notes sometimes can sound really nice together, like these. Sometimes, though, they may not sound so nice, like this. Ooh, sounds kind of surprising. But that's another fun thing about music and sound. Depending on how we make the sound and how we pick the notes, we can actually make different feelings. This sounds a little scary, but this sounds very nice. And so that's the cool part about keyboard instruments. There's all this variety. You can make music that sounds exciting, music that sounds sad, music that's fun to dance to, or music that's just kind of there to calm you down. And the other cool thing about an electronic keyboard is that it doesn't just make the sound of a piano. We can actually make it have other sounds. This is what's called a synthesizer. Can you say that at home? Synthesizer. Synthesizer. It's a really fun word, and it's a fun instrument because a synthesizer is a computer, and you can program it just like any computer to make and do different things. In the case of this electronic keyboard, I can make it sound like a piano. I can also make it sound like another keyboard instrument, which is called the electric organ, and it sounds like this. Now, we often hear organs at things like baseball games and hockey games. They use the organ in those kind of arena settings. We also hear them in a lot of religious services. So you'll maybe go to church and you'll hear those kind of instruments there. But this keyboard instrument, again, this synthesizer, can take and make sounds that aren't even keyboard instruments. So let's see if you can guess what this one is at home. So if you guess trumpet, you're right. Trumpet is another wind instrument, right? Because typically when we see trumpet players, they play with their mouth and blow through the trumpet and it makes sound. But here I can make that same sound with this electronic keyboard because it has this synthesizer in it that can make those sounds. It can also make sounds that aren't instruments at all, which is one of the cool things. And so I want you at home to see if you can guess what this sound is. If you guessed helicopter, you're 100% correct. If you guessed airplane, I'd give it to you as well because that's still a propeller sound. But since you got it right, I'm going to give you a big round of applause. So you can see that instruments like the keyboard are really useful to musicians and songwriters because they can make all kinds of sounds and music and songs with different feelings and vibes. And that's just one of the great things about this kind of instrument. What I want to do now, though, is I want to show you two of our Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees who are keyboard instrument players. Their names are Little Richard, who is one of my favorite inductees of all time, and a man named Rick Wakeman, who is the keyboard player for a Rock Hall inducted band called Yes. And we're going to see some great little performances of them playing their keyboard instruments. So I want you to tell me, well, tell your friends and family at home, who's playing a piano and who's playing some synthesizers. See if you can figure out, is Little Richard playing the piano or the synthesizer? And is Rick Wakeman playing the piano or the synthesizer? Remember, synthesizers have all these buttons in their computers and they can make all kinds of funny sounds. And pianos basically sound like this. So let's take a look at Little Richard and Rick Wakeman. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed those little clips. And if you guessed that Little Richard was playing the piano, you got it right. He's got himself a nice big grand piano up there on stage when he played in 1995 at the Concert for the Rock Hall. And then, if you guessed that Rick Wakeman was playing some synthesizers, you were right too. That was him performing at their induction as a band for Yes back in 2017. And so you could tell he was playing synthesizers because his keyboard instruments, like mine, had a bunch of buttons and knobs and switches. And he, of course, had a lot of them going around so that he could play all kinds of different sounds and notes and create all kinds of different vibes with his different songs for the band. So it's so great to see those kind of performances, and we're so grateful to have those to show you here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But now what I would like to do is start over to another one of my favorite musicians of all time, Ed, over at the Beck Center. You there, Ed?
Betcha. All right. Hey, Joe. All right.
Hey, so I know you have more songs for us, so
I do.
Show us what you got.
All right. All right. So, let's see. I bet, we've been listening to Joe. Great info about the Rock Hall. That concert for the Rock Hall back in '95 was fabulous. I got to go to that show, and one thing we did a lot at that show was we clapped way up high. And then sometimes we were getting into it, we clapped way down low, and sometimes we clapped around and around. So we gotta write a song about it. So here we go. Clap your hands up high, clap them way down low, clap them all around and around, and here we go. I love it when kids sing along, and it's even cooler when moms and dads sing along too. So I would like you to sing along with me one more time. Here we go. Clap them way up high, way up. Clap them way down low. Clap your hands all around and around, and here we go. Clap really, real fast. Clap them really fast. Who's going really fast? Whew. Here we go. Hands up. Clap them way up high, clap them way down low, clap your hands all around and around, and here we go. How about shaking your head? For Little Richard and a whole bunch of that when he was playing. Shake your head way up high, shake your head way down low. Here's my favorite part. Shake your head all around and around. Here we go. How about marching your feet? Marching your feet. Stomp, stomp, stomp those feet. And here we go. Hands up, hands way up high. Clap them way down low. Hands all around and around, and here we go. How about do a little Elvis hip shaking? We're gonna shake our hips, shaking those hips, shake those hips. Here we go. Hands up, clap them way up high, clap them way down low. Clap your hands all around and around, and here we go. Let's see. What could we do? If you have a really big living room or a big space that you're with us today in, you could walk in a big, big circle. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna walk in a circle way over here, walking way over here, back to the back. Keep walking over here, and here we go. Clap way up high, clap way down low. Clap your hands all around and around, and here we go. But if you have a small space that you'd like to call home, we're gonna walk in a circle, walking in a really little circle, walking right there in that circle. Here we go. Last one. Clap way up high. Clap way down low. Clap your hands all around and around, and here we go. Very nice clapping. Very, very nice clapping. If you got creative at home, with mom and dad's permission, of course, you could get some pots and pans, and you could play those up high and play them down low. You could drum on the back of a chair, which you can't see, but I got a chair right here that you could drum really fast and slow. You could even get a little container from the kitchen and put some rice in it, or some beans. One of the best sounds is rice and black-eyed peas, and shake them up. You have a great little improvised maraca, but you can do that at home and shake them way up high, way down low, and all around. So, one more song before I send it back to Joe and some other folks. The Rock and Roll has so many things to see, like I mentioned before. They have cars hanging from U2. There are amazing awards downstairs or down in the lower level, different Grammys that people have won. But today, since we're here at the Fam Jam, we've got to see some really cool stuff just in our short time together. So here's how my song goes. And we're going to talk about some things that we've seen just in our first half hour at our Fam Jam. I went to the Fam Jam, what did I see? I saw the jammers, they were clapping with me. I want you clapping, I'll clap, 'cause that's what I've seen so far. I was so surprised, couldn't believe my eyes. I love the Fam Jam at the Rock Hall. So, what did you see so far? I know one cool thing I saw was Joe playing the keyboard. So get your fingers out like you're playing the black and white keys on that keyboard. I went to the Fam Jam, what did I see? I saw Joe playing the keyboard for me. I saw him jamming. Play those keys, everybody, I'm jamming. Black and white keys, I was so surprised, couldn't believe my eyes. I love the Fam Jam at the Rock Hall. Very nice. I think we all saw Little Richard. Woo! All right. So everyone play those keys like Little Richard. I went to the Fam Jam. What did I see? I saw Little Richard playing piano for me. I saw him playing. I saw him playing. I was so surprised, couldn't believe my eyes. I love the Fam Jam at the Rock Hall. Gabe Kelsey from the Children's Museum of Cleveland made a very cool harmonica, which I hope all of you get those straws and things later to put together. So get your harmonica. Bruce Springsteen played his harmonica a lot. And let me hear him going, whoo! Not the best harmonica sound, but give me your best blowing through your hand harmonica for now. I went to the Fam Jam, what did I see? I saw the jammers playing harmonicas with me. I saw them playing those harmonicas. I saw them playing. My eyes, I love the Fam Jam at the Rock Hall. Very nice. I would like everyone, before I sing our last verse here, to get one more air guitar out just like this. I love playing my guitar, especially when we're jamming here. So here we go. I went to the Fam Jam, what did I see? I saw the jammers playing guitar with me. They were jamming. Let's hear everybody shaking those heads. They were jamming. I was so surprised, couldn't believe my eyes. I love the Fam Jam at the Rock Hall. Everybody get a big Rock Hall guitar finish. Nice job, jammers. Very nice. Very nice. I think we got it going on with our jamming today. Very good playing along with me. Next time we'll have to work on our hairology, as Trans-Siberian Orchestra would like to talk about. All right, Joe. I think we got them warmed up for the next thing. What do you think?
I do, but you know what?
What?
As any good rock star deserves,
Yes.
I need an encore from you. What do you say we play
Encore?
one more song? One more song. One more song.
Let me think about that. Wait, are you willing to join me in one more song?
Oh, absolutely. That'd be fantastic.
Okay. So, okay. You know how to make sounds with your voice, right?
I do.
You do. Look at that. Just talking is a sound, isn't it?
It is.
But you're not going to get to do any talking. So, do you want me to tell you about it, or do you want to just jump right in?
Yeah, why don't you tell me about it?
Tell us about it. Okay. So, I live in a very interesting house. I wish it was a little bit bigger than it's going to sound in this song. But there was this night that I was laying in bed, staring at the ceiling, couldn't sleep for anything. So I decided I'm going to go downstairs, get a little bite to eat.
Oh.
But I woke up a few critters that live at my house, Joe.
Uh-oh.
So, I don't have a little dog. I have a very big dog at my house. Can you do the best big dog for me? That's pretty good. I'm going to test you out here, Mr. Joe, and I hope all the kids are going to sing along too, all right?
Yeah, be sure to woof along. Give us your best bark at home.
Well, I was lying in my bed on a quiet night. Went down to the kitchen to give myself a bite. I reached for the light as I walked through the door, but I tripped. I knocked a big pot on the
Floor?
You got it. And guess who I heard?
Uh-oh.
I heard my dog bark and he went woof,
Woof,
woof. I
woof,
heard my dog bark. Let me hear it, Joe.
woof, woof,
I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
woof, woof,
And in the dark, I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
woof, woof,
One more time, he went woof.
woof.
Very nice. Let's do that one more time and everyone will get the hang of it. I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
Woof, woof,
I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
woof,
I
woof,
heard my dog bark and he went
woof, woof,
stand in the dark. I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
woof, woof,
One more time he went woof.
woof, woof.
Well, he barked so loud he woke up my cat. I bet you know the next thing that happened after that. I heard my cat.
Meow, meow,
I heard my cat.
meow, meow,
I heard my cat.
meow, meow.
And standing in the dark, I heard my dog bark and he went.
Woof, woof,
One more time he went.
woof, woof.
Very nice. Well, the barking and meowing made my ears say, ouch. It woke up my pet horse. He sleeps on the couch. I heard my horse. I heard my horse. I heard my horse. I heard my cat.
Meow, meow.
And stand in the dark, I heard the dog bark. He went woof.
Woof, woof,
One more time, he went woof.
woof, woof.
Well, the noise was so loud, it hurt my head. And we'll go, oh. It woke up my pet lion who sleeps in a bed. I heard my lion.
Roar.
That was fabulous. I heard my lion.
Roar.
I heard my lion.
Roar.
I heard my horse.
Meow,
I heard my cat.
meow.
And standing in the dark, I heard the dog bark. He went woof.
Woof, woof.
Very nice. It was the loudest noise that there ever was. Soon my pet Bumblebee began to buzz. Very good. Let's hear him flying those bees around. I heard my bee buzz. I heard my bee buzz.
Boo.
I heard my bee.
Boo.
I heard my lion.
Roar.
I heard my horse. I heard my cat.
Meow.
And standing in the dark, I heard my dog bark and he went woof.
Woof, woof,
One more time, he went woof.
woof, woof.
Now, it was getting really late. Really late. I finally put them all back to bed. Did I get my pizza yet? No.
Oh, no.
Was I getting grumpier and a little hungry? Mm-hmm. Well, I finally put them all to bed all around the house. Soon it was quiet. Everybody stay shh. Quiet as a mouse. Then my pet mouse snuck out of his drawer and he tripped and he knocked the pot Joe back on the
floor.
And I heard my dog bark and he went woof,
Woof,
woof.
woof.
I heard my dog bark and he went woof,
Woof,
I
woof,
heard my dog bark and he went woof,
woof, woof,
Stand in the dark, I heard my dog bark and he went woof,
woof, woof.
After my dog, the cat woke up. The horse woke up again. The lion, the bee, the mouse, everybody. I finally put them all back to bed, put my head down on the pillow without my pizza, and what did I hear? Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, no.
It was time for me to get up and go to work here at the Beck Center, Joe. It was a long, long night. I was a little sleepy and a little grumpy, so I want everyone to show me their sleepy and grumpy faces. But luckily, that was not last night. It was a long time ago. But it was quite the adventure in my house, and I heard my dog bark. So I want everyone at home to give Joe a big round of applause. Nice job on the animals. I bet some of the kids did a good job too. Very nice, very nice. I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Ed. It was great singing and playing along with you.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yepper.
All right. Well, that was some fun dancing and singing and moving and grooving. And I don't know about you, but I could definitely use kind of a nice, relaxing break. So what I want to do now is I want to introduce everybody to my friend Anisha, who's joining us from the Cleveland Public Library. Anisha, are you with us? Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. So Anisha, we're so glad to have you with us. And I know that you brought one of your favorite books about music, and you'd like to read it for us.
Yes, I sure would. The book
Well,
that thank you, Joe. The book that I'm going to read for everyone today is entitled Rock and Roll Soul. Words by Susan Verde and pictures by Matthew Cordell. I may not own a drum kit or electric guitar. I might not have a keyboard or a mic like a rock and roll star. Hope everybody can see that. But I can make the music flow. I can jam and put on a show. I've got rock and roll soul. And if you have rock and roll soul, just give us a clap. Only a stick and the city street are what I need for a thumping beat. Joyful noises fill the air. Fists of pebbles I shake and dare. Give me a guitar with just one string. I can make that one string sing. All I need to create a tune is a bowl and a wooden spoon. When the rain hits my roof, I hear every drop. I move and I groove, and I never want to stop. I've got rock and roll soul. Do you use a pot and a wooden spoon? Do you tap on that to make music? I'm sure you do. The smooth rhyme of hip hop with a kicking bass makes my heart pump and jump and race. My body simply rises and floats when I am a part of those classical notes. I croon and I swoon when I'm feeling low down. I've got a bluesy vibe, it's smooth satin sound. I've got a jazzy swagger, cool to the bone, slick like a sax or a slide trombone. I'm electric, magnetic, I can rock all the way, larger than life, center stage as I play. Keep it down, keep it quiet. Oh, I can keep it soft, but the music in my world never shuts off. Little Jimi Hendrix over there. I've got rock and roll soul. low like a roller coaster ride. I've got music on the out and inside. I'm a solo piece that I command. Listen up, I'm a one-girl band. I nod, shrug, hum, strum, blow, riff, clap, snap, wiggle, shimmy, twist, bounce, shake, jump, rock, move. Can you do all those things too? Sure you can, and sure you do. Here I am, I've got it all. There's nothing more I need. My greatest instrument is me. I've got rock and roll soul. Thank you very much. This and many other books are at the Cleveland Public Library. And if you can't visit us, please go to our website at www.cpl.org. We have many resources, many materials, and we'd love to see you. And you can also get a library card on our website. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anisha. That was great. I loved that book. I'm going to have to pick that one up
for
myself.
Rock and Roll Soul? Do you have Rock and Roll Soul, Joe?
I don't have that book yet, but I'm going to be getting it for sure. That's a great one.
Do you have it? Do you have it inside?
I do. Well, you know what? I do feel like I have it. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I do feel like it. And you obviously do as well. So thanks so much for sharing today, Anisha. It was great. And yeah, to everybody, wherever you are, wherever you're watching us from, be sure to visit your local library. They'd be happy to get you some books to help you get through the winter months as you stay home and stay safe. Wear your mask, and they have a lot of great options for picking up and virtual options as well. So thanks so much, Anisha. It was great seeing you and hearing from you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Well, everybody, that kind of takes us to the end of our time today. We're so glad to have you have joined us for this first of our Fam Jam series presented by the John P. Murphy Foundation. There are 2 more of these that we're going to do throughout the rest of this year. So, and actually into next year. So the next one of our series is going to be happening on December 19th. That's a Saturday. And then the one after that will be January the 9th. So be sure to kind of set your calendar there and keep track of our social media accounts. We'll be sharing when those are happening as well. And we're going to have some more music from the Beck Center and some other great activities. Now, the other fun thing is the fun doesn't have to stop now. You can go to edu.rockhall.com. That is Rock Hall EDU's online platform that allows you access to all kinds of great resources that you can use at home to engage with rock and roll music as you learn and play. We have, for today, actually what's called our Fam Jam playlist. So we curated this Spotify playlist with all these great tunes from iconic artists and inductees throughout the years that are just fun to play along to and sing along to, dance along to, maybe get out some pots and pans mom and dad will let you play with, or make your own shakers at home like Ed told you about, or even make your own instruments at home like the harmonica that we saw from the Children's Museum. So be sure to just keep loving music and engaging with it at home throughout this time. Stay safe, everybody. So I just want to say thank you again, big thank you to the John P. Murphy Foundation, who really makes something like this possible so that we're still able to connect with you all out there like this and throughout the next few months. And I just want everybody to come back and join me really quick. So I want to give a big thank you to Ed from the Beck Center for the arts. We're so glad to have seen him and heard him today. Thanks for the songs. And Anisha, we're so glad, of course, Anisha, we're so glad to have had you join us from the Cleveland Public Library today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And another big thank you to our friends at the Children's Museum of Cleveland that sent over those great resources and activities for you to do at home. So thank you so much for joining us and tuning in today. We hope to see you at the next one in December. And for now, stay home, stay safe, wear a mask when you need to, and rock on. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.